full diversity represented here today. Tell you, you look bloody gorgeous. Friends, look, the last 48 hours have been tough, been a bit of a shock for some of us in the movement, for example, for those in the SNP. But let me say this much, that we can choose what happens to us in life. But what we can choose, when it comes to the obstacles that come our way, just because obstacles are thrown in our way, are we going to pack our bags and go home? Or are we going to fight for what we believe in? Are we going to go to every single city, every single town, every single village, every single island, every single doorstep, every single tenement, every single person, and talk to them and tell them that this country's best future is as an independent nation in the European Union? And that is what we are going to do. And you know, our opponents, they've tried to write us off over the years. It was Lord George Robertson who said that with devolution, the independence movement would be killed, stone dead. And here you are, very much alive. They said, our opponents, they said, oh, you'll never get a pro-independence party as the Scottish Government. Well, here we are. They said you'll never get a pro-independence majority. And we literally broke the electoral system. And here we are with our partners in the Green Party, a pro-independence majority government. And in the last few days, my friends, in the last few days, they've said the independence movement is finished. Well, you don't look finished to me, my friends. And why do we do what we do? Because we are driven by our values. It is our values that drive our desire for independence. I don't want independence only for its own sake. I see it as a means to a fairer, a greener, more prosperous, more equal Scotland. And if you ever want a demonstration of our values, this very square is a demonstration of our values. How many times have we gathered here in defiance of Westminster rule? When it comes to Westminster, who've created the hostile environment, the Westminster of Windrush, of go-home vans, the Westminster who wants to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda, have we not come here time and time again, not in our hundreds, but in our thousands, and we've said loud and clear, refugees are welcome here. Or take matters further away from here. And we've seen a complete and utter lack of moral courage from Westminster when it comes to having failed the people of Gaza. And is it not the case that week after week after week, the good people of Glasgow have come to this square to say to the people of Gaza, you are not alone. We have come here in our thousands, week after week, to demand an end to occupation, an end and an end to selling arms to Israel. We must see an end. And we stand here as a movement to say to each and every single one of those women, my mum included by the way, that we will stand with you in your fight for justice and your fight for compensation. And that, my friends, is why we stand here. And that is why it is so important that we are all here united for that cause of independence. That's why I was so delighted, as you heard from Gordon, to work with Believe in Scotland, to work with the Green Party and the SNP all together to lay the groundwork for a constitutional convention. But be in no doubt, my friends, the cause of independence, regaining our nation's independence, will not be won by politicians, it will be won by the people. It will be won by you. And my friends, it is the last yards, the hardest. It is the last yards that are the hardest. But remember this, that it will be through our hard work, through our perseverance, that we will regain our country's independence. And we have to. We have to. Because every day that goes by, broken Brexit Britain is squandering the potential of our country. So we owe it to the giants on whose shoulders we stand. Those who unfortunately have passed on and didn't get to see independence in their life. We owe it to those giants, the Margot McDonalds. We owe it to the Winnie Ewings, the Neil McCormacks, the Bashir Ahmeds, the George Leslies. We owe it to every single one of them, and to those generations who are yet unborn. It's for us to finish the job. That job that was started by our brave countrymen and women, not decades ago, but centuries ago, as they stood in defiance of Westminster rule. And they said that no man has a right to halt the progress of a nation. That was what they said. And I believe, my friends, that if we are driven by our values, if we are put at the centre of our campaign love, compassion, empathy, then I don't doubt that we will achieve our nation's independence. So friends, believe in Scotland, believe in the people of Scotland, and let's get out there. Let's work harder than ever before, and my goodness, what a prize at the end of it. I promise you, if we do that, we will win and regain our nation's independence. Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you, Glasgow!
So, this is
a huge thanks to First Minister Hamas Useless. Round of applause for what I'm sure you'll all agree was a rousing speech highlighting the many reasons why we support Scottish independence and believe in Scotland.
Now we have come to the end of the rally part of the day, but it doesn't end here, and please do wait around because we do have one other speaker coming to the stage. Also, please don't forget about the after party that we're having between 7 and 12 with music from our host, I105. Tickets are £5 a door, or you can get them from the website.
Yeah, so I hope you've all had as much fun as we have had spreading positive vibes about independence and independent Scotland that we all wish to see. A wee reminder of the YSI Youth Conference, 17th, 18th of May in Stirling, with delegates from all over the European Union.
And with that, we have indeed come to the end of the rally, but please,
So
ladies and
that
gentlemen, just give us 2 more minutes
really a nationalist
to close
rally.
things off. We
That's
have somebody
a
who's very,
socialist
very close
rally,
to my heart.
and
We'd
that's
love
all
to invite
like
Mary McCain
a
from our
socialist
partners
talking
organisations,
points.
Pensions for Indy, to the stage. Please give her a round of applause.
This is all socialist talking points. This isn't a nationalist rally. This is all socialist.
A lot of you
Socialist.
will know about
Sorry,
the
sorry, I'm pressed. Thank you. Sorry, I'm pressed, buddy. Oh, what way? Walk. So we had this stuff anyway. I don't know if these guys are all away. Was there any issues, Alistair? Was there any problems there? Was there any problems there, Alistair? Was there any problems? No issues, no. What was the strong security presence there?
Well, it's probably just as well that they were there.
Yeah.
Because without that, there could have been
Issues, yeah.
They may have been coming this way and trying to try it on.
Yeah, that's right. Oh well. So I think we've got both sides of that today. I would have said, let me just get a turn this round. I would have said, rather than that being a nationalistic rally or a nationalist rally, I would have said that was a socialist or even quasi-communist rally. This is what I've been saying for a long period of time. That it's not the SNP are not a nationalist. They might want independence, but they're not a nationalist party. The SNP are a de facto they're basically a de facto socialist party with varying degrees of socialism. So it's not none of that is nationalistic. And what they were saying, all it was basically various repackaged socialist nationalism as you were seeing it. Maybe an independence movement, but they're certainly not a nationalist movement. I think that's been done. That's been a hard stretch, and I scratched my phone as well. Right, my big gorillas, I'm out here.
I own a soaker.